Alright, so today I'm going to show you a walkthrough of the human Thistlewaite method. So the first thing is decide on how you want to orient the cube. So I do my tops as yellow and white, my sides as orange and red, and my fronts as blue and green. When you're doing this method, for the most part, you really only need to think about opposite colors is the same. So like I have my tops, my yellows and my whites are the same, my sides, my reds and the oranges are the same, and my fronts are blue and green. They're the same. So let's get started. I'm just going to scramble this up. Alright. So keep your cube, when you're first learning this, keep your cube how you have it set up. So like, blue and green, front and back, so on and so forth. Just hold it the same way for now. So first step is to determine your bad edges. We need to orient all the edges. So the quickest way to kind of learn this is you don't want any side pieces on the tops. You don't want any top pieces on the sides. And then here on the front face, you don't want any side pieces in the middle here, and you don't want any top pieces in these two slots. All right, so you can see already I have 1, 2, these two are bad, this one's bad, and even this one right here is bad. I have 4 right here, and the goal is to get them all on the front or the back face. Once you have all 4 bad in the front or the back, all you have to do is spin it 1 turn, and that makes all those 4 edges good. And then at this point I can go to the other side and check it out and do the same thing. So here I have 1 for sure bad. I have another one right here. I have another one right there, and another one right there. There's always going to be an even number, so there's 4. So I can just move this guy over here. That doesn't cause any problems. And then here, that one's already there. That's 1, 2, 3 bad. And I can get this one. I can just move this white piece over. That doesn't cause any problems anywhere else. So I have 4 bad edges there, and I can just turn them 1 turn. At this point, I like to do a quick check. As you look at the sides, is there any whites or yellows on the sides anywhere on the edges? Good. Same thing here. Good. Any reds or oranges on the tops or bottoms? These are good. These are good. Now, if you did this right, you should have at least 4 yellow and white or top cross pieces already made. There's 1, and then 2, 3, 4. The rest of them should be easy to insert. To do this, I know in other tutorials they always talk about this step as giving people problems. This is pretty easy. You take out a good one. So like here's a good one. I'm going to replace it here. I'm going to take out the good one and replace it with this one, the bad one, and brings that back into place. This is really intuitive for you if you do it a couple times. Like if I go to the other side here, trying to get this cross now, I just get in the habit of always replacing the good one. So here's one piece that's already in. I'm just going to remove that good one and fill it with one that needs to be filled. And do that over here. Same thing. I got one left somewhere. Okay, right here's one. Okay, same thing. I'm going to just remove the good one and fill it with the bad one. Alright, at this point I have my yellow and white cross on both sides. Now the next step is to get the corners turned so that all whites and yellows, or all the top faces, are pointed the right direction. So there is a little algorithm to do this, but it's really just moving pieces. So let's find a good situation first here. Alright. Let's do this one. Okay. There's the case you're trying to get at is where you have one corner facing you and then the other corner diagonal from it facing the other direction. So all I'm going to do is move this down and then over. I'm going to spin this twice and I'm going to move it back the way I came. And that flipped both those corners. And I'm just going to keep repeating that. Now, if you get in a situation like this, or you have two pieces facing you, just do the algorithm anyway, and it'll flip it, and then it'll put you in a situation you can do it. So I'm going to take that down, I'm going to turn it away, spin twice, and then just go back the way I came. All right, so I'm going to finish up these corners here. Same thing here. Here's that case again, white, yellow, or top and top. Down. That. All right, at this point, you can see that my bottom, my top are all white and yellow, and now I just want to match all my corners. So this always reminds me of like center pairing of like a 4x4. So it's pretty intuitive. Just get your yellow corners to match up and your white corners to match up all on the same side. All right, this next step, you're looking for headlights. We want one headlight at the end of the day, but it's never always that easy. So here I have headlights, lots of headlights. There's a few situations that you can get in, but there's only 2 algorithms you ever need for this, or 2 moves. The first one is R2, F2, R2, or really just spin one side twice, spin the other side twice, spin. Yeah, it's just this, you can do it on any 2 faces. That I like to call that the scramble. That's going to move a lot of pieces around, and then from this from what I just did there, it left me with my 1 pair of headlights here. And I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, it's just this one. So when you do finally get down to 1 pair of headlights, you're going to go R prime, F, R prime, B2, and then back the way you came. What that did is now it gives me all my corners matched up. Now I got kind of lucky in this case where they're all matched up to their centers. That doesn't always happen, but I got headlights on all these edges, on these corners, all the way around. All right, next step. I am going to fix any stragglers. So you can see on my green face I have a red here. On my red face I have a green. They don't belong. So I need to move those pieces, and we want 4 wrong pieces, but sometimes you get 2. So to do this, let me just get it to the point of having 4, but it's the same algorithm even when you have 2. I'm gonna do D prime, and then M2, and then back. And that's gonna move some pieces around, but now I have 4. So the arrangement you want these in, so you have 2 reds there that are bad, I got a blue there that's bad, and I got a blue on the back side here that's bad. The arrangement you want is, or you have 2 of the bad ones here, 2 of the bad ones here on the bottom, and then 2 of the bad ones here on the top, like a plus sign, just top and bottom face. All right, see that? Bad, 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 bad. That's the alignment you want. And then from here, all you have to do is D prime, or D, doesn't matter, M2, and then just back. And you can see now all my reds and oranges are on one side, all my greens and blues are inside, yellows. Colors are starting to match up. We're getting close. At this point, I want to fix all my corners. So this is pretty intuitive. At this point, you're only able to do wide spins, or I'm sorry, like R2 spins or L2s, D2s. All right, double spins. There we go. All right, all my corners now match up everywhere to the centers. And at this point, we're in the final stage here, solving it. There's several different cases you can get in. You can look up on like Ryan Heiss's site. You can see the different algorithms, but you only need a couple, and they don't take very long. They're pretty intuitive. The easiest one that you're going to use a lot is F2, R2, F2, R2, F2, R2, or F2, R2 3 times. And I like to look at this way, like I have these 2 greens on top, and they match the 2 blues on bottom. I'm just going to switch those. F2, R2, F2, R2, F2, R2. Boom, switched. And then you're always looking for that situation. I think that's one of the easier ones. you know, we got 2 oranges, but 2 reds are different. You can do it in this case, and it'll put you in a better situation. There's other algorithms you can do. Like here, I see I can rotate these this way. So for this one, let's see, I do F2, M, F2, and then M back. And then that put me in a good situation here for I got my oranges and my reds, and I can do that original one, F2, R2, 3 times. All right, and then here, let's see, I still have a few stragglers. This is, I like to do for this one, I like to do R, F2, R2, F2, R2, F2, R. Let's see where that got me. Yeah, I can solve this now. I can do this one, I can switch these, M2, U2, M2. And then I have to get creative here. It's hard doing this on a camera. Where's the straggler? There it is. Let's see. I wasn't paying attention enough. There we go. Okay. Doing it on camera is always harder. And all right, one more here. F2, F2, and M solves the cube. All right, sorry for that last one. I got confused. I got kind of in a weird situation there with it. The big benefit of the human Thistlewaite method, I think, one, it's just really fun to do. I mean, I'm normally a CFOP solver. I can solve pretty quick, but it's just a little more interesting in my brain to do human Thistlewaite, and you can get pretty fast with it as well. It's just something a little different, and you know, just one of the other methods. So I hope this helps. Please ask questions in the comments if you have any. I'm happy to demonstrate any of the steps in more detail.